Hi, this is Tyler Kleitz. I'm interviewing Mrs. Simpson for the Hornet News. What is your job here at Hope for Hyndman Charter School?
My job here at Hope for Hyndman Charter School is that I'm a personal development mentor, or better known, I guess, as a school counselor. So I work with the faculty, the staff, the students, community members, parents, pretty much anyone anywhere in the community doing that job.
Okay. What is a personal development mentor?
I'm glad you asked. A personal development mentor basically means that we encompass the counseling aspect. Most people know of a guidance counselor is typically what you find in schools. We have part of that role, but we have so much more than that. So some of the things that fall under our personal development mentor category is that we teach classes to students. We teach career development classes. Also teach mentoring classes to the middle school level students. We also do the one-on-one counseling with students. We do some career exploration, college searching with students. We also do any kind of referrals that come through the school in order to assist students with any kind of extra plans or help that may be needed, whether it's academics, social or personal. So we're just kind of available for almost any purposes, just to help the student really prepare for life after graduation.
Okay. Why did you come to the school?
A couple of different reasons. One, when the opportunity had presented itself that Hyndman would be still having a school here, because when I had heard about the closing of the Hyndman High School, it was very upsetting for me, because for personal reason it was sort of part of me growing up, being that I was always involved in athletics. So knowing that that journey for the students here was going to continue as the Hope for Hyndman Charter School was really exciting to hear about. So when the opportunity presented itself that I could apply here for this position, I took that opportunity to kind of be part of that process. And I was very excited when I got invited to become here.
Why did you become a guidance counselor?
I love that question. I became a guidance counselor because when I was all of your ages, when I was in high school, I went through several counselors. And actually, to be honest with you, I never even knew my counselors. I didn't know their names usually. They didn't come into our classrooms. They didn't make themselves known to us. I'm not really sure what they did, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But when I was a senior, we had a counselor who got hired at our school who did the complete opposite. She was in our classrooms. She even came to our sporting events. She helped us with all the stuff that we're doing here that I never even knew counselors were supposed to help with. And from that moment on was when I realized I wanted to do what she did, because she was making such an improvement for myself and all my peers, that I knew I wanted to do that as well. Because once I realized what they were supposed to do, I wanted to see that done for more students in the future. So that was why I became a counselor.
How is your high school different from ours?
Actually, my high school's not that different. I was from Hornet Middle High School, so really it was a small high school, very much so like Hope for Hyndman. Not a real huge student population or faculty population. I believe we even still play each other in sporting events, so schools, which I've also seen in the past. So I think for Hope for Hyndman and for Hornet Middle, that's one little thing that we have in common that I think is very sweet and innocent for us.
What did you do before you worked here?
Before I came to Hope for Hyndman, I was what we call a behavior specialist consultant and a mobile therapist, which means that I worked with children anywhere from the ages of 3 years old up through 18, and they had some sort of mental health challenge, and I worked on behavior plans in the school settings, in the home, and in the communities with them.
Name a couple things you like or dislike about our school.
I would say definitely some things that I absolutely love about this school. I love the uniqueness of it. I love that it was a community that came together and fought with all their heart to keep something that they treasure and that they felt very passionate about. And I love that about the school because it still carries through. I see it in the students. I see it in the parents that come in the building. I see it in the community members, the board members, and I just love seeing the passion there. I love that the students are here willing to put forth still the effort and that they want this school to succeed. I think there's a great staff here that makes that also possible, to keep this school just with all the passion and all the heart that it has. And you asked me, your second part was, what were some things that maybe I disliked or that I would change? It's a good question. I haven't really thought too much about that because I really, really like it here so much. I would say, honestly, if I could change anything, I guess, maybe some more space. We obviously are struggling with space. We are doing the best that we can, but we definitely need some more rooms available. And I know that all the students are aware of that. And I must say that the great thing, though, is that all the students and the faculty are being so patient. And that's probably one thing I could say that we can all probably agree on. But we're making the best of what we can do, right?
Yeah. What type of resources do you have to offer students?
We can offer any kind of help to the students. We offer the setting up of tutoring, any kind of assistance with classes, or helping a student figure out how they can bring grades up, or study skill habits, test taking tips, things like that. What type of resources do I have to offer the students? Well, I would say, as a department here, mentoring, we come with several resources. We have about 3 different aspects of resources that we kind of look at. We have the academic part, which, as far as social kind of resources, we can provide any kind of one-on-one counseling that you should want here in the school building. And I would also say, as far as that, we have outside resources that we can bring in for the students that could be used. But the other big thing that we've also been working on here has been career. And some of the big things there is bringing in individuals from colleges, which we have coming in for the students of their choice, individuals for financial aids, support. I know that we just took a trip to the College and Career Fair. So we have several community resources that we're trying to pull in, as we are kind of a community school, to help with all these aspects, the academic, the social, and the career.
What exactly is a SAT?
What is an SAT?
Yeah.
Well, the SAT test is sort of a standard test that is given nationwide to assess the students. The 3 different areas that they cover is the reading, the math, and the writing. Typically, most students will take what we call a pre-SAT. Typically, they take that their 10th grade year. Just kind of gives them an idea of what to expect. Then typically, students will take their SATs twice before they graduate high school. Usually once during their junior year and once during their senior year, or maybe they'll take it twice during their junior. And it's a test that colleges use to determine their eligibility into their college.
Okay. Why is it important to take the SAT?
Why is it important to take the SAT? Well, kind of to go back, I guess, a little bit to what I just said, it's used, the colleges use it to determine students' eligibility into their university. So it's very important if a student wants to go to college or go to a university or even a technical school, that we check and make sure if that college wants the SAT scores, that it's very important that they take it. And maybe not once, but twice, because the SAT has changed and you can utilize scores for both of the tests now. You don't just have to stick with one of them. But.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to say to the students and staff?
Is there anything I'd like to say to the students and staff? Yeah, I would like to say thank you, I think, because I think that this is, once again, like I said earlier, this is a great opportunity here at Hope for Hyndman, and I think we have to say thank you to the students a lot, because if it wouldn't be for them, none of this would be here. None of this would exist for them. But I also think that all the students and all the staff need to kind of give themselves a pat on the back, because I think everyone working together as a team, and I know teamwork is the big picture here for Hope for Hyndman Charter School, is that if they hadn't worked as a team and they don't continue to do that, you know, we have to. And I think that everyone realizes that, and I think everyone's doing that very well. And I think that everyone needs to just kind of thank themselves for doing such an excellent job at keeping that teamwork.
Okay, that's everything.
That's everything. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you, Tyler, for coming in and